All right, annual Redemption Road Fitness podcast here at the games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taylor, Nick, good to see you guys again.
It's good to see you too, Jason.
I want to hear about all that's going on, mostly out of prison, but what's going on in there as well. I mean, we were just talking about David getting out.
Yeah, David Tatum.
David Tatum. He called me on a Sunday, told me that he sees parole on Monday.
They get out that quick when they see parole? Oh, okay.
So he got a sentence overturned. Well, he gave a reconsideration. And he called me on a Sunday, said he had to have a parole plan in by Monday.
On Sunday?
And that he's the only person address he knew was mine, so he gave him my address.
Like physical address? Or?
Yeah. And so I had a one-bedroom apartment, and I told him, I was like, well, I have a one-bedroom.
But when you say, like, where he would go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And so he saw parole on Wednesday, and I was like, man. So I went to my apartment complex, moved into a two-bedroom, and then he got out. So, yeah, now he's living with me. He actually has my car. I just bought a brand new
Mustang, was it a Mustang?
Charger.
Charger, yeah.
Yeah, he's driving it everywhere. I have the app on, and he's like, oh, I'm going to only do it for emergencies. He's at the car wash.
He was at In-N-Out yesterday?
In-N-Out yesterday.
Doesn't it tell you if it goes over 75?
Yeah, I got alerts. And
then it was going too fast?
It was binging. Yeah.
Then it smells like burgers?
Yeah.
And burnt rubber.
Yeah. You went to In-N-Out?
Burnouts and burgers in the In-N-Out parking lot while Nick's gone.
You surprised him with his mom there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
How was that? How did you set that up?
She actually reached out, was it to both of us, I think? Yeah, she reached out to us on Facebook Messenger, and she was like, hey, just don't tell David. And I was like, too late, I already spilled the beans. And she's like, well, let him know that I can't come. And I was like, hey, I told him, sorry, man, your mom is not going to be able to make it. And he's like, oh, that's cool. So he was not expecting her. But.
Yeah, and then she told him that she sent a box to my house with a cell phone and clothes. And he's like, did that box come? I was like, yeah, it's here right now.
Yeah.
And we just told him.
Oh, because I get you.
Yeah, we tricked him.
Yeah, he looked surprised.
Yeah.
No,
I remember him from the level one. Because he was going to go to like college to be a wrestler, I want to say.
He was a running back for, Nebraska Huskers.
Yeah.
Corn Huskers, yeah. That was pretty cool.
So what's something like that, like where they overturn it?
They basically resentenced him. So they found that like consecutive or concurrent sentences, sometimes they stack on top of each other, sometimes they run in alignment with each other, and his ended up at the beginning of his sentence stacking on top of each other for two different charges, and then they actually they consolidated them into one sentence, so he was eligible faster than he expected.
He posted something, I don't know if it was about that, but it's like 20 minus 4. Did you see it? Is that what that's about?
Yeah, so he had
Explain it to me, because I had no idea what it meant. I was like, it has something to do with him getting out, but I couldn't.
He had a 20-year sentence, right? And so he went back to reconsider, and the judge reconsidered it, took off 4, gave him a 16.
Minus good behavior.
Yeah, so then he got good time on that. And so his parole eligibility date was like immediately. And so,
wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so for those that don't know, you guys were both in prison, learned about CrossFit. I did your level 1. You got your level 2 now.
I do, yeah.
When you said last year you're taking a level 3.
Actually, I was talking to Courtney about how to get that done. Yeah, Courtney, and so
she's in Colorado.
Yeah, we just saw Courtney yesterday. Yeah, we were down there we were down there with like Sugarwad and Zen. And
I saw you. Well, yesterday.
Yeah.
So what did she say?
Yeah, I actually spoke to her about maybe being able to teach seminars inside, because that was our goal, right?
Yeah.
When we were talking. So I asked her if that's a possibility. She's like, absolutely, but let's first get that first step knocked out. Let's get that level 3. So I'm studying.
All right,
and then I reached out to you. I texted you about. You told me that I'm probably more than ready, but I should probably study about 20 minutes a day.
I think most people that take it are like, if you're doing CrossFit like you are, you paid attention at the L1, L2, you're ready.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, I was thinking, like, I see him, I wouldn't say regularly, but you'll show up to the seminars in Colorado Springs. We're always saying we're going to get together, and then I've only seen him in Texas and New York.
Yes, yeah.
We live like 30
And we don't live very far away, yeah.
It's the kids. He's always like, how about now? I'm like, I got 2 kids. I cannot, like, they're getting to an age where I can, like, do things other than, like, a park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where, like, they'll be quiet for a bit, but it was like, if you're not willing to meet me at this park, I cannot keep these kids out. So anyway, like I said, I met, at seminars.
Yeah.
But more and more people continue to get out.
Absolutely.
So I want to ask you this. David gets out.
Yes.
He's been doing CrossFit this whole time. What's your concerns?
My concerns is just adapting, right? The world changes in 10 years. Technology. His kidneys just shut down. They
Yeah,
were-
he's on
Kidney, like his
dialysis right now.
kidneys?
yeah, he's on dialysis. So
We're actually looking
That
to see if we
happened
can match our
Yeah.
kidneys to be
We're-
able to
we're
donate
both
one to
gonna
him.
go
That's
Yeah.
such a thing Taylor would do.
yeah,
Such
both
a
of us are
Taylor
gonna
move.
go.
Who needs
yeah.
a kidney?
I got
There you
two.
go.
God, yeah, he gave me a spare, so whatever.
Was that happening in prison or since he's been out?
Well, it happened like right before he got out. He got paroled,
months,
and
yeah,
then
before he got out.
it was getting sick. And they transferred him to Denver DRDC, and he's been on dialysis 3 times a week. So now, like
So he
my
has to do that while
priority,
you're-
yeah, my priority. That's why I left him my car so he can get to dialysis.
Yep.
Not
I mean,
to,
I'm gonna
not-
say this before we go any further. Like, all the dudes in and out are like the most generous people I've ever
Yeah.
met.
There's
I
a-
remember
yeah.
vividly in the prison, I'm smuggling in M&Ms. I'm like bringing in the candy. And I'm like trying to get. I was like, day one, I'm in there. I'm like, I like these guys. I get a food budget for CrossFit, and I remember I was like, I'm gonna go to that. There was like a Walmart or something in Canyon City, wherever we were, and I was like, well, how much candy can I buy for $68? And I bring it in, and these guys were just like pouring it into cups, like making sure everybody got everything. Like no one was taking extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. And now this says, who needs an eye? I'll
Yeah.
give an eye away.
Just go ahead and give it away. Just take it.
Yeah.
No, you guys are what? Why?
There's a thing about, I've kind of been thinking about that why too, and I feel like a common trait or factor in people that have been in prison is that they've been humbled. So whenever you enter a room of individuals that have got everything taken away from them, and it's like, you're just Nick Wells. You're not Nick Wells with it. I know you got a nice car, you got an SRT, you got got the Scat
you guys
Pack.
all get out and buy like the fanciest cars.
Yeah.
but
We like
you got a
going fast.
BMW
I got
now.
an M3. We had a little checkpoint race the other day, but we also realized that if that car gets taken away, nothing about me gets taken away. If the clothes that I wear get taken away, if the nice whatever we have gets taken away, we've had nothing before. We've had state T-shirts with our numbers and names on them, so you understand who someone really is. And when you've had that kind of taken away in life, you realize that it can always be taken away. The stuff doesn't make the man, the character does. So I kind of spoke about that the last
How can
one.
you replicate that without going to prison?
It's
Because I
very
feel like
difficult.
more people need to, like the world will be a nicer place.
Yeah.
You would. I remember also so we're at the level 1. I forget the woman's name, but we're there, and Taylor and I are talking, and he's like, they shipped us here, and we got to do like lockdown.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you do in lockdown? He's like, walk back and forth.
Pace.
Right? And I was like, how do you do that? He's like, because this is where you're at. And the woman was like, and that's why he's who he is.
Yeah.
Right? It was, I forget, do you remember who that woman was?
No,
Which
I don't.
one was?
Oh, it was Elbel. Ginger
Albel, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, but you don't want to go to prison to learn that, but
No, man, just tell her, I'm not, just catch a felony and you might learn it, but there might be a better way.
Learn a little
We
bit
can,
of respect. I think it's just respect. It comes down to it. Like when there's that element of respect, there's an element of disrespect in there too.
of course, yeah.
You get to
I mean,
see that.
you told me
guys.
your story about a guy that
Yeah.
like threw
Hot
something
oil
hot.
on
Yeah.
me, yeah. For no apparent reason at all.
Yeah, and you handled it. But it'll go back to David.
So my biggest concern with David was just that he got everything he needed. He doesn't come from money. He doesn't have like a big, huge savings account. I knew when I got out, like technology really, I struggled with it. I struggled with like signing up for apps and emails and all these things. And I was like, man. And so I went through it.
I know it's funny too. As soon as you guys get out, it's like you've learned social media.
Yeah.
And you post like 13-year-old girls.
Yeah.
Like
no.
you're like every filter. This guy's got like they all go in front of their new car. They like have every filter. You get out, and it was like I remember you were with what's his name that goes to he got out right before he was at the level 1, but he went back in for the level 1.
Tevin. Yep.
You and Tevin are like it was like a 1984 rap video,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But it's because they're like this is new to me.
He was wearing, he did look like Ice Cube back in the day I know what you're
And
talking about.
It's
Yeah.
like you learn how to use social media for the
Yeah.
first time.
And this is
David-
another thing too, is that when I went in, I didn't have any pictures of what I did. I didn't document any of my life when I was a younger kid, and I didn't have
Well,
I
because
was
it
asking,
wasn't available right then, right?
Yeah, I mean, there was still. I didn't go in. I didn't. I went in 2012, so there was still
Okay,
iPhones and
yeah.
pictures and media and stuff like that. But I didn't utilize it. I only took pictures very sparingly. And then when I asked my family to send me pictures, I had maybe 4 or 5 pictures that I received, and I didn't remember a lot of that, probably because of some of the things I was doing. But I wanted to remember my life, and I want to capitalize on moments like this, being able to take pictures of my friends and my family.
I know,
Basically,
Sippin'
that's all
Snacks
around
over
me.
there is like,
Yeah, look at her.
paparazzi.
She's doing something right now. She's taking some selfies right now.
She's my cameraman.
So, all right, I keep interrupting you, Nick.
No, that's it. Really, David, he takes pictures every time he changes the clothes.
He might be worse than me.
Yeah, he is.
It doesn't last. Like you're like. I think there's probably part of it like, oh, I can do this forever. Like it's like new to you, and then you're like, it's like cheating on your diet, right? It's
Yeah.
like, all right, like I had enough. Like let's get
good.
back to
Let's
normal.
get back to
yeah.
it. And so I just wanted to make sure he was good. CrossFit Tava, that's where we're at.
So he's in Colorado Springs, with you,
he's,
obviously.
he's with me. They gave him a 3-month free membership.
Oh, that's cool.
So he doesn't have
That
to worry
woman there, I
about it.
forget her name, the new owner.
Sarah Duran.
Super cool.
Super
Yeah.
cool. It's actually 4 owners, but it's her and her husband, and then Will and Crystal. And they're great. We just hosted our competition there, our annual WOD Fest, programmed by HWPO. That raised a lot of money. David was able. It was the day he got out the day before, or 2 days before, so he was able to compete in that. I found him a partner. And
Hey, you're out.
Yeah, 2 days out,
Here's
failing
rhabdo.
kidneys, and he's like,
failing kidneys.
He got rhabdo one time because he tried to do Murph with an unbroken set of 100 pull-ups.
Yeah.
And he walked around like a T-Rex for 2 days. Never did that
He
again.
could almost do 100 of them.
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
He is
He's
a very
huge.
big dude. Yeah,
He's got like a
20.
405 bench. He's only 28.
He was solid. He's only 28.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
my son's
So he
age,
went
man.
in like super young.
Yeah, he went at 18.
Yeah, like as he was going to college, I
Yeah.
think it was the story.
And so-
what's your concern? I mean, those are all valid concerns, but what's your concern about like, because you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but still know what's the term recidivism?
Yeah.
Has there been any?
Yeah, we have I'm kind of not glad that people went back to prison, but the 0% recidivism rate is really hard to hold.
Was it too
right?
much pressure?
It did actually. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for saying this. I don't think DOC liked the boasting about 0% recidivism rate. Didn't seem realistic, and they were like, "Are you sure?" But we have had some mistakes, and I think it also puts less pressure on our coaches. Puts less pressure on our coaches that when they get out, they don't feel like they have to be perfect, but they can make mistakes. And when you feel like you have to be perfect, I think that you can do it only so long, and then the fall's farther. So when you feel like you can make you have a little bit more wiggle room and things like that. Obviously, not going back to prison, but it's kind of a psychological thing. We have less than 2% still, so it's
It's
really
like
good.
it's no different than diet, right? Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna try to be too perfect, like you're bound to have a donut.
Exactly.
Versus
Definitely.
like have a donut once in a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
You're good.
So how do you prevent that with someone like Dave? I mean,
Just support
Yeah.
all these guys here that are watching us.
this is the
it's
most
grown.
watched
Yeah,
podcast.
he came.
We've ever done.
He came out to a group of guys that have paved the way before him. I got out 3 years ago.
Who'd you throw in there? You, Trevor's
me,
out there.
Trevor, Taylor, Michael Shard, even Pete's in Washington, but he's a huge
Is
support.
Will's out?
Yeah,
Will's
Will's
out,
doing great.
Will Cousins doing great.
He's got a nice
Tevin
car
now,
too.
yeah.
He's got a
What's
nice
with you in the
Cadillac.
cars? Why do you guys?
We just love it. Like,
Is it just-
why not? I mean, when you have nothing
Life's
for
too
so
short.
long.
Yeah. Yeah, we realize that's something.
But
to
you
be-
guys are
yeah.
like, I mean, going to this direction, like you guys are crushing it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Like,
we are.
I mean,
Actually,
I'm not
really
just
proud
like,
of this guy.
You're
I'm proud
buying
of
like
everybody here.
expensive, fancy cars.
Yeah.
Well,
Like I
we
have
got
a Subaru Outback for the record.
She likes Subarus. Sorry about that. You have a Subaru Outback,
Yeah, but 2017 is mine, and you have like
A
I saw-
2023
I had-
Dodge.
I got
And
a
what's your-
2022 M3 with the
Yeah.
rear-wheel drive, and it's pretty
yeah,
nice. Yeah.
it's sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love that car.
But I mean, you both are like doing well in your careers now too. I
Yeah.
mean, you're the
Actually.
president.
I'm the president of Redemption Road. I'm a full-time. I'm a volunteer manager for the Phoenix for Colorado Springs. I work at 2 different CrossFit gyms, and then I teach the 7 habits to halfway houses and sober livings.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know the 7 habits. Yeah.
Actually, I'm the director of a company called NAS Recovery Solutions, and we are the second largest peer coaching company as far as billing goes in the state of Colorado, and we reach over 65% of the halfway houses in the state of Colorado as well. And we have got a fantastic avenue to be able to reach people because we have a team that has relationships with everybody inside community corrections, sober living homes, and we are our own outpatient clinic. And our other friend, Cameron Lundstrom, he did 18 years, and he is our boss. And he got out first. He laid some
Was
good
it
groundwork.
before Redemption Road?
It wasn't before Redemption Road necessarily, but it was before either of me and Nick
Yeah.
and Trevor or any of us got out. And he built a company on his own, just doing one-on-one coaching. And now we're a multi-million-dollar peer coaching company that hires everybody like Trevor Jones. And I'm about to be, he's the president of Redemption Road, and I'm going to be his boss for NAS. So it kind of goes hand in hand, sister. Yeah. Well, we'll see what our boss says. He has an interview or had an interview. Wednesday, yeah.
Wednesday at
It's going to go well. Don't worry. Yeah. She's going to bust his balls a little bit, but it's okay. It's worth it.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
We have a good team, though. And we have a team of people that you just asked the why when we started this podcast. And whatever the heck the answer is, we all, experience the why, and we're figuring it out as we go. And we're trying to, maybe not answer the why, but we're trying to throw a little bit of what that formula was into everybody's life so that maybe they can create their own. And I think that's super cool because, we're doing really well, but also we bust our butts, right? We bust our asses, right? But I don't know why I said butts.
You speak really well.
Thank you. I'm a public speaker. That's the job.
Yeah, but what's your background for that?
So I went to college in prison, CU alum.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and I got an undergrad for StratCom and CU. The professors actually came in and they did the college thing, and I gave
every
it the
day,
old college
they would
try.
come in.
About 3 or 4 days out of the week, and I did that for 2 or 3 years prior to getting out, and I completed the entire program. And actually, I'm now on the council for higher education inside prison.
If Taylor's
for CU.
a part of something, he's like, I have to be on the board. I can't just be a member. If we were like, hey, you're gonna help Best Hour, you're like, I'm gonna be the CEO. I'm gonna be your boss, Jay.
I like that mentality, and I do the same thing.
You do, yeah.
You both do.
Yeah, Nick is the same.
Do you feel like it's making up for lost time? Do you feel like it's...
It's CrossFit. Look at this guy doing box jump burpee. Who the heck likes to suffer like that, but just to be the best? That's why, right? You could either go in and do some bicep curls, or you can bust your ass and be the best.
But can't you just chill?
No.
Nah, fuck that.
Michelle, can he just chill a little bit?
Fuck chilling. Yeah, she knows.
Does it get her crazy?
If we can chill. Oh.
Does he like this all the time? What about... does he have a quiet time? Do you tell him shh, just shush?
He's always on, always happy, always there for everyone, always.
It's annoying, isn't it?
It's terribly annoying, actually, to me too. But everybody's like that. I know that Nick.
No, you guys all every one of the guys. I was telling these guys yesterday. I've been on CrossFit seminar staff nearly 15 years. I don't work a ton anymore, but as soon as I see the correction one, I'm like, sign me up for that.
Thank you.
I get. It's selfish. I come out more motivated and excited than when I went in.
This morning we were in the affiliate
Gives me
lounge.
goosebumps when you said that, by the way.
No, I love it. I really can't wait. August 18th, 19th. I'm pumped to go see everybody.
Go see that.
And I know there'll be fresh faces, but
I'll be there for sure.
Yeah.
Is it Glenn, the little guy?
Yeah, the squirrel. Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
The little guy.
Because you said
moved.
7 Habits.
He's a 7 Habits facilitator as well. He's
not there?
moved.
He won't be at
he moved
Fremont?
to Centennial Correctional Facility, which is our newest affiliate. And it's a mental health facility. And so all his work as a mental health peer assistant, him and Billy Edwards, they moved. They came and asked them to come run this program. And when they got there, they were like, okay, this program's cool, but it'd be better with CrossFit. And they convinced a mental health facility to let them have a rig, to let them have weights, to let them coach classes, and now that's going to be our newest affiliate.
When you say mental health, what is that?
So people struggle with mental health. I mean, a lot of people in prison are there.
But they're in prison.
Yeah.
But
It's a crazy facility. The fact that Billy and Squirrel went there, it shows. It's first off, it's not
they went
you don't
to
have
a higher
big.
max.
It's a maximum, yeah.
Yeah, it's maximum, but not only that, they're a little bit more isolated, so their leadership required sacrifice, which I think is cool.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what, as you're saying that, I'm like, they don't have mental health.
No,
so
they don't. They're
putting
mental health peer assistants.
Yeah,
So
they're putting themselves in, because it's not like they're going as employees, is my point.
I mean, kind of.
They're going as employees that don't get paid, don't get the respect, and don't get any
credit. But have to live with their...
Yep.
They're what they call a mental health peer assistant, so they take training
That's what
for
you
mental...
did too, right?
Yeah. I think all of us
Yeah,
did.
all of us did it, yeah.
It's mental health first aid. So if you have a mental health crisis, you have to put a kite in and wait for them to call you. By the time you get called, which is a week or 2 weeks later, that mental health crisis is gone. You've either crashed yourself out or crashed somebody else out. And so these guys are on the front line. They go right over there, talk them down, talk them off a ledge. Most days it's their worst day of that person's life, and then so they decided that they're going to just go over there, work that area, and now they're coaching them CrossFit. We went in there the other day and did a workout, and it was just surreal.
Centennial?
Yeah.
Do they get any perks for going there?
I mean, they get some stuff, PlayStations and stuff like that. So.
But do they get their own room?
Yeah, they do have single.
Okay,
stuff,
so they get some
Yeah.
But they still have to go to a worser environment, but they get a couple perks.
Yeah, they have to live in a worse prison. It's a maximum security. They have to deal with the lockdowns. They have to deal with the stipulations, and so I'm really proud of those guys for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, that's what they do, and that's what all of us do, I guess.
Yep.
I don't think we've talked about this, like your journey in prison to get to CrossFit.
Yeah, it was different.
Tell me about it.
When I started prison, I was a little bit of a knucklehead. Like when you say I want to be the best, the only avenue that I had was bad guy stuff. So I wanted to be the best bad guy.
You were good at it?
I don't know if I was good at it. Who's good at being a bad guy? But I was good enough to get some notice, and I got like administratively segregated. So I was in a cell for about a year.
Solo.
Yeah, solo.
Like, what do they call that?
ADSEG.
ADSEG.
Yeah.
Like, but you were in like solitary.
Yeah, and it was in county, not like CSP when I got to DOC. But
By
it was
yourself
still,
for a year?
Yeah.
Minimal?
Little less than a year, but
How much?
basically
This is why you talk a lot
11
now?
months.
You're catching up.
I was my own best friend. You learn a lot about yourself when you don't have a lot going on. And also I studied like philosophy.
So you had books and stuff?
Yeah. I learned how to write letters left-handed, just weird stuff, right?
What things were you teaching yourself?
I was reading this book by DOC's calling me right now. Sorry guys, not today. How to not go crazy. But how to not go crazy goes a lot further than just not being crazy.
This is a book?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I guess this is just in my own words what I learned. How to be my own best friend. Because you're not going to always have cool stuff. Love that we have nice, stuff in life. Cars. I have them out. Me and my wife own our own home. That's pretty cool. But how to be your own best friend. If anything gets taken away, I don't center myself or my life on things, right? I center it on things that can't change, like principles.
It's a lot of like stoicism.
Yeah, it is.
Do you read Meditations?
I do. I'm actually reading Meditations by Marcus Aurelius
me
right
too.
now.
I read it over and over, like, as just part of my day.
Yeah, I started it about 2
great.
months ago again.
Do you know I actually, funny story, sent that to you, Cruiser, and
yeah, you
John,
did.
but I don't think it ever got to you.
It didn't, but it,
It was like after I was there, I was like, I want to send these. I sent
the
it
gesture meant more, though. We knew that you had sent it. We knew that it got to the facility, even though we couldn't receive
I
it. We
couldn't
still
figure out where it
appreciated
went. Never got my return from Amazon.
It's okay.
By the way.
Yeah, but still, thank you for that.
Jeff
You still owe
Bezos
us
has
$30.
So you were knucklehead a year there, and then
Trevor's standing right here, and he's a big part of that piece.
he was a knucklehead too.
No.
Oh.
He said no.
Do you remember when he was a knucklehead?
I met him when he was on the app.
Yeah.
up?
Yeah. It took a long time. But eventually I pulled my head out of my ass, started getting into a healthier environment, and started surrounding
What was the
myself
moment?
with
Like, what's the
people.
moment?
He pulled me aside in a room, and he said that there's more to working out than just working out. He said there's a character aspect involved, and you need to be a better person and be a leader. And the first thing a leader does is lead by example and not by their words. So you had to make those match. And when I heard that, I was like, well, son of a bitch, I
This
ain't
was
not doing
pre-CrossFit.
that.
You were just working
Pre-CrossFit, I was a
'Cause you had like a
powerlifter.
big.
I talked a lot
deadlift.
of shit to the CrossFitters. Like I was like on the other side of the fence because we were splitting on different weight piles, and I was like, all you guys do is a bunch of cardio, and you can't even lift heavy, right? Come to find out that when they asked me to do 5 burpees, that was terribly difficult. It was much harder
Really?
than lifting, sitting on a bench and just
Yeah.
pressing it for 1 or 2 reps. So that humbled me as well. And then I learned some cool things because he pulled me aside and he's like, you should be a coach, but you got a lot to work on.
CrossFitters, I've purchased hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment in my life. I've been doing CrossFit since 2007. I've owned 4 affiliates. I currently own an affiliate in my basement. And let me tell you this, Rep Fitness is by far my favorite equipment. First of all, it's amazing quality. The price is right. And what I love is I talk to somebody that I know, that knows me, and that understands my needs. Now, cool thing is, as a family member of Best Hour, you can save big over at Rep Fitness. Go to repfitness.com/best hour and save on your next equipment purchase.
All right, guys, if you like this content, please subscribe to the podcast, but understand we work with affiliates. If you are interested in building your business, understanding strategy, building a better community, and building better coaches and careers for them, hit the link somewhere around this video, and we'd love to have a call with you.
You saw that in him, Trevor? Come grab that.
I was actually gonna.
We never have Trevor on. I just
know.
got to
You
know
want
you
me
guys.
to do this?
I told
Do you know what
Trevor.
you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
Look at
you
this
just
guy figured
muted- You just muted me. He does know what he's doing. He muted me.
He's like, let's get Trevor in here.
Trevor, can you
Talk,
hear?
Trevor.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
turn,
I knew
just
what I
was
bend it a
doing.
little more so it's closer to your mouth.
There you go.
A little bit more like that.
He looks like a pilot
He
with
does.
your aviators.
I was
He is a
saying,
pilot.
I saw
He
him
actually
yesterday.
is a
I was
pilot.
I grew up
That
flying a
last
little
night,
bit.
yeah.
Oh,
I
shoot.
saw him yesterday. I was like, your face looks more muscular since last year.
It's that jaw.
Yeah, he's got a jaw. He looks like a Baldwin a little bit, right? Like one of the Baldwin actors.
I don't know if that's a good thing or
I
a bad
just
He
thing.
like
got married. He's clenching his jaw.
You're married?
No, I'm just kidding.
to you.
Yes, to Michelle, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we got 3 Michelles with us.
So like I sipping snacks. I don't.
Yeah, that's
He's like, yeah.
So anyway, what did you see in Trevor?
So
Taylor.
I got to meet Taylor when I had moved to another facility because I had to take a program up there on my way out. And me and Nick had already been part of the RF2 program at Lyman, got that thing going. It was robust. I went to Fremont, and there were people who were interested in it because they've been hearing about RF2 for a while. And they wanted to do CrossFit. They wanted to bring in an RF2, but they didn't really know how to make it land at that facility. So when I got there, I could bring it with me. And you need a group. You need a good group of people to get this kind of thing started because the administrations won't take you serious if you don't. And there was a couple people who approached me and they're like, hey, we would love to get this started. And I'm like, I would love to get it going too. And they're like, we need Taylor. And I'm like, yeah, I could see that. So let's get Taylor. And luckily me and Taylor jived. Like, I have a little bit of background in some strength training, so I got his powerlifting strength training vibe, you know. And so when I came in, I was like, would you please help us with this CrossFit program? He was a little bit reluctant, I think, if I remember right, because you know he was on a pretty good path with what he was doing. And this is asking a lot of someone, but maybe after a little bit of a reflection on it, he said, "I'm in," and he was in.
It wasn't CrossFit. It was him. And when I say him,
Was
it's
it
not.
CrossFit that got him in? It was Trevor.
It was Trevor and the people like him, like Nick, like Gino, right? People that lived, I don't know, they just did more than everybody else, right? And quietly, they were
You can
humble
see
about
that,
it.
like in prison.
You can feel it. It's palpable. It's
Like
tangible.
what? Like,
when
what do
you
you-
want, well, the respect is not. It's not something that's earned by being loud or being aggressive. It's being humble, being meek, right? Strengthness under control.
Well, we had my mentor,
Strengthness? That's not a word. Sorry, strength under control.
and he said,
Makes sense to us.
"What's the most important quality as a leader is humility."
Yeah.
Is it similar?
Similar, and I think that's the why. You just asked that earlier, that humility aspect and everybody that got out because we got a lot of shit taken away.
And leadership is something of a gift and a calling, and you have something to offer to other people, and you can't give it to them if you're trying to stand above them. So, you know, leadership you get either with them or even under them to help them get up.
And the true measure of someone who is successful is their successors surpassing them, at least in my own opinion. So
I feel like you've passed me.
I don't know.
Yeah, so
I don't think so.
I'm
If he gets a
giving-
podcast and is at Vendor Village next year, he's surpassed.
Exactly, yeah. I don't-
I see everything. I mean, your deadlift is way past mine, for sure. But I mean, all of you are doing so great. What
It's a power team right here for sure.
You know, this morning was kind of surreal for me. It's been on my mind ever since. We were sitting in the affiliate lounge having breakfast, and Jason McDonald walked in.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
remember
cool.
he did the first
He did
level
our
one,
he
yeah.
did our level
was
one.
Him and Eric. Was it Eric there?
Eric
Yeah.
I'm with
O'Connor,
Eric
Gino,
in Fremont.
these
Yeah.
three.
So Gino and I and Trevor were we did our first L1s and our L2s, the first ones ever in a correctional facility, and he did both of them, and we haven't seen him since. And so we walked in, and it was kind of surreal. So I pulled out that old picture and put us side by side of like where we started and where we're at. This is my third year at the games. This is the second year doing your podcast here. I've been to like 20 L1s,
Yeah.
whether it's at my work or at the prisons. I get to go and just to go work out with you guys at lunch at a L1 is super fun, right?
Yeah.
Jenny hit me up just the other day. She's like, hey, I'll be at your gym. Come over and work out. I work with Nicole Gordon on a daily basis now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Because she's with her.
Sunrise Counseling and
Yeah.
Wellness. She's runs a stress management class there. So she called me up and said she needed my help. So I went and worked for her. And it's just surreal. I mean, it just really humbled me. It made me think of where we were at.
What Jason say?
He was, I mean, ear to ear smiles.
He said 10 affiliates because
yeah.
we barely started with the one in
Well, we
Lyman.
didn't even have
Yeah,
an
that was like-
affiliate.
Yeah.
When we got our
7
L1,
years ago, I want to say, right?
You know, him and Eric are
2017,
really
right?
the
Yeah.
reason why we have an affiliate
Yep.
because we asked them to stay and watch our class afterward and tell us what he thought. And the next day they came in, they were like, man, you guys are just doing CrossFit. You guys are absolutely an affiliate. Like, and then our paperwork was signed a couple months later. And so we owe a lot to that guy, you know, and I haven't seen him since
Well,
2019.
I'll be with Eric in Fremont, so you'll see him.
Oh, I'll see Eric too.
Yeah.
We saw Eric last year. It was like right after.
Was at the
event
games
one.
too, right? Yeah.
And so, you know, we were like, hey, what's up? And you could tell that he was in a serious state. So I haven't seen him since. But seeing Jason, just knowing where we've gone and what we've done really makes me happy. It really makes me proud of what we do, the work we do.
Yeah.
You know, we've spent all week talking about our 1.6% recidivism rate. The national average is 80. We're talking
80?
80%.
So you guys are
Within
like
the first 3 years.
Yeah,
78%
3
better.
years. So the average person, 80% of the people that
Does
get
it go
released.
down after that?
Well,
State Colorado's 54 right now.
After 3 years, you're saying? Or in general?
It does go down after 3 years.
But,
yeah.
but for the first 3 years, it's 50.
It's more
So you're-
likely because
you're
it's
more
like
likely
a-
to go back in than not.
Yeah, because you're usually on some kind of parole or probation, and it puts a ton more stress, and honestly, it puts a ton more barriers for the simple things like getting your license or finding a job or traveling, right? If you can get a job that you can travel for,
Right.
and it's like this cool paying job, and parole's like, absolutely not. You need to be within this box. We want you to work at Wendy's and take Suboxone or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And we don't want to be in that box, so it's a
Yeah.
little bit more difficult.
which is
You're not buying
Yeah.
M3s working at Wendy's.
Yeah, I know. And then we get audited, right? And then there's going to be an investigation. But it's just, I'm really proud. I'm really proud of where we come. Like our board right now, Michelle, she's here, Michelle Apodaca. She's our
That's a
director of
different
affiliate.
Michelle.
She is.
Different
Yeah.
Michelle.
She's
Yeah.
an
You guys
absolute
only
rock star.
marry and work with Michelle's.
That's it. It's just us. And I'm the odd one out. I have a N. I'm Nick, not Taylor or Trevor.
Yeah.
But
Didn't realize that, yeah.
yeah, we have a bunch of Michelles. Michelle is a rock star. She's one of our stellar volunteers. She goes in all the time and works out with the guys and ladies. But now she's just taken on every role we ask her to. But that team is really hitting home runs. We're reaching people. We're here. We've gotten tons of affiliates to do a Saturday team wad to raise money. We've talked to Sugar Wad. They're talking about a hostile takeover or Sugar Wad and just have us up there all day long. We're down on the stadium floor watching the team.
Yeah.
Right on the front
Dave
line.
Castro was like 10 feet from us. He
Yeah,
was, he
so
was
it's super cool.
looking at the programming.
He's a big part of it.
He is
If we're
huge.
going to the prisons, he's
Yeah.
signing something.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
He
the
gave
reason.
the initial okay.
Yeah.
Like the idea was pitched, and he was like, "Make it happen."
Yep.
Yeah. He's
It
cool.
was
You
literally like
were you going to say,
seconds.
Taylor?
I don't know what I was saying.
Okay.
Yep, sorry.
You're about to something profound, knowing you.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, I think you hit the nail on the head. Everybody that's getting out is not only like just adapting, but they're thriving.
Who's
And
next? You know who's coming?
I do not know who's next. I don't know if anybody on our core team is next. I mean, Brandon's still in for clemency. It could
Yeah.
be signed off. in
What's the guy's name?
December.
Pat.
Pat. He's
So,
out.
so Pat, he's kind of memorable,
Yeah.
but I didn't really you meet a lot of people through CrossFit. He did one squat. I was like, I absolutely remember that atrocious.
Yeah.
This is the worst squat I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I was like, how did you do that?
Yeah.
Like, how did you not hurt yourself and everybody else? It was like his knees touched. You guys remember this
Yeah.
guy? But he was like shot, wasn't he? Like multiple times. It was in the throat
Was
or
Pat,
something.
Pat
No,
was-
Pat.
He had
so-
like a trach.
No, what happened with Pat was they gave him the wrong medicine during
That's
it.
COVID, and it
Yeah.
put holes in his throat.
Yeah.
And it made him gain like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's not doing that great.
But
he's doing good now.
Yeah.
I mean, he went from like max security.
Yeah.
He was like in the college dorm.
Yeah.
He was getting Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We show up.
No gate, no fence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
no
showed
gate,
up
no
gate.
and it had like mango or something. Like we brought something in. And the next day he showed up with mango. I was like, "How'd you get that?" He's like, "Amazon." I was like, "You got Amazon?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "How?" There's another guy. I forget who it was, but they were like, "Yeah, we got like basically college dorm rooms."
Yeah.
I went and visited that place for the first time, like a month or two
Yeah, I
ago.
was like, "This sounds better than my house."
It was
Like,
nice,
I
yeah.
was like, "Is there a 4 and 2 year old here?" No. Can I move in?
Yeah, he's doing great. He works at a place called R&R Hair Labs in Denver, just cutting hair.
Yep.
I can
he's-
see him being a good barber.
He's been my barber for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had like I was saying that
The
Taylor Swift, and I was
tattoo,
like
yeah.
one of the nicest tattoos I've ever. I was like, that happened in here.
Oh, there are some amazing artists inside.
Yeah.
Actually, my mom just had a picture framed from one of my buddies, Sparrow. He sent her a cool, like really nice big picture of like a peacock, and she just got it framed because it was some of the best artwork she's ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, that's incredible. So who am I going to see at Fremont? Give me some dirt. Give me something funny to give people to make fun of.
I'm not really sure. You know the Fremont team better than
Yeah.
anybody.
Actually, one of our guys coming out is Sam White.
Oh yeah, Sam's awesome.
Samuel White will be getting out very, very shortly.
But he'll be taking the L1.
He's already got it.
Yep.
So,
So
just
you-
be there.
Yeah.
He should be there unless he's out by the time you get up there.
Cool.
Evan Lawler will be there. So
Lawler.
say hello to Evan. He's been the heartbeat of that program since me and Taylor left. And
How does
Health.
bring up a good point, Trevor? Like, how does that? Because it's not like a coach moves on. There's other coaches developing the owners.
terribly
so
difficult.
yeah, what
That's
goes
one of
on?
our
Like,
biggest
how
problems.
does it? How does it
you
happen?
have to set up the transition.
Yep.
You have to, you know that.
But you don't often know, like David, like when you're getting out.
Well, not even that. You could get a lateral move and on the drop of a dime.
Right, like you go to like a different prison.
They,
Yeah,
you
just
literally
wake you
lock
up
down
until
at
you
night,
leave.
and they'll come over your speaker and say, "Start packing." And
This
so-
is the hardest part about it. Well, one of them. There's a lot of moving pieces, but one of the most difficult things in the longevity of maintaining an affiliate inside of a facility is keeping a healthy structure with a solid team, like a leadership team. And you don't always have that. So sometimes you put it in the hands of somebody who's not quite ready, and either that leadership crushes them or that leadership puts a lot of pressure on them and makes it diamond.
What's some of the challenges of leadership that isn't normal to an affiliate?
Man,
I would say the biggest challenge is that you have
So
to have a
much.
rapport with both inmate and staff.
Right,
Yeah.
because I mean, you guys are all part of affiliate. Do you go to an affiliate now, Trevor?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Which one do you go to?
Mach 93 CrossFit.
Yeah.
Oh, you know Pat?
Which Pat?
Oyston?
Oh, Pat. Yeah, of course. Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
met him here last year, as a matter of fact.
Okay, I didn't. I think he's mentioned that you go there. You know, so you've all experienced like what a standard affiliate. There's trials and tribulations, but very different. So
Yeah.
you're saying one, you're not just dealing with members, but you're dealing with.
Staff. You have to be able to go to staff and talk to administration with a level head. You
And
can't have-
speak well.
And speak well. You can't just be like, "Oh man, we need this." And
Like, what would you go to them for?
well, one, like any issues with the gym, any issues with like getting called on time, our stuff, getting stuff ordered, you know, making the tough decision like, hey, this person's in our program, but he's no longer going to be a coach in our program. We don't just get to fire coaches. Like,
Yeah. And if you do, it's really hard.
It's really
because
hard.
you see them. You know what I mean? Like there's
So
not.
you live with
there's
them.
no when
It's
there's
like
no
firing
money.
someone and they're like,
oh
come
yeah,
home
then
with
you got to
me.
go home and see them.
Yeah.
When there's no money involved, it changes the dynamics of everything. So to find someone who can speak well and has the respect of administration, as well as somebody who's maybe been through some things, it doesn't have to be the same thing that everybody else has been through, but they gain the respect of the people that they coach.
Yeah.
But do you wind up getting the respect of the people that work there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully.
I always bring this up too. Like during COVID, they shut us down. Like we were on a roll. We were doing everything was firing on all cylinders. Assaults on staff were down. Drug use was down. Assault
In the entire prison.
in the entire prison. 2020 came and it shut us down, and they turned our prison into like 6 separate prisons. We couldn't host class. We couldn't do anything. We barely got to go to
Basically,
the gym.
like segregating for
Segregating,
COVID reasons,
yeah.
right?
And then all the drug use and violence started
There was
spiking.
nothing to do.
There was nothing to do. So administration actually pulled me, Gino, and a couple other guys up to their like programs boardroom and like fix it.
Like, what do we do?
What do we do? And we're like, well, it's weird that we're here, but thanks for extending the trust. And we came up with an idea of just, hey, order us stuff that we can take to the pods.
Like what? Dumbbells type things?
We took, they ordered us, because it's mostly closed custody, and so they gave us soft kettlebells, wall balls, jump ropes, and ab mats. And we would go and we would just take this cart to unit, to pod, and do workouts.
Like you
with
use
them
it for an hour, they use it for
Yeah, we would just go. We'd have a schedule. We would go, hey, we're going to be in this unit at this time, this unit this time, and we would just take that unit.
So were people that didn't typically do CrossFit doing
Yeah,
CrossFit?
at first it was kind of standoffish. People were like, I ain't doing
I think
that.
like I got even
And
though I
then-
have nothing else to do, I'd
Yeah.
rather not do
Dude,
CrossFit.
3 nights
Politics.
into it, we did
Really?
a repeat of 21.1 or whatever, the wall walks and double unders, and so many
Love that
people did the workout, but they were doing it in their boots. It looked like someone just took black paint and just threw it all over the wall.
Just scuffing up the
I mean,
wall.
that maintenance was so pissed.
Oh, yeah.
But
Maintenance are
Yeah.
the prisoners.
They're the ones that
So-
have to repaint the
Yeah.
wall. Yeah.
But they're they're
major-
the same ones doing the workout.
the major had asked me how it was going. She wanted like a weekly check-in, and I was like, "Well, how about you just pull up the camera right now and watch Unit 2C, and which is the most like
wall walks.
the notoriously violent pod, right? Out of Unit 2, which is like a notoriously violent unit. Unit C was every troublemaker. 51 troublemakers in the facility were in that pod.
Yeah.
They never listened, and we were in there for hours just running them through that workout. And I mean, I don't think that there was anybody that didn't participate. And I was like, just watch. And we just sat there and watched it with her, and she was like, yeah, keep on doing it. She's like, keep on doing what you're doing, and then get maintenance to paint that freaking wall. and so, for me, that was a home run. And so being able to be called up there, having a solution, finding a solution, proves that our program and our leadership works. And so I use that as an example all the time just because, that's what we're all about.
Yeah.
And every single one of us, it doesn't matter who, all of us here right now could have gone and had that conversation with them. It just happened to be Gino and I that went up there, and a few other guys. But people are doing that every chance they get. Like Damien's down in Arkansas Valley. He does bi-weekly leadership development Zooms with Ben Bergeron.
Yep.
He actually single-handedly built other affiliates and developed their leadership
From a distance.
Inside
over
Zoom.
Terribly difficult.
He is La Vista is one of our highest functioning affiliates, the women's prison. And he does leadership calls with them every week. And those girls know, I guarantee they can take the L3 right now and pass.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that in Denver?
It's in Pueblo.
Oh, so there's what you were saying, there's one in Denver?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Denver women's, yeah.
Which is going to be another L1 very soon.
We have
that you
two
might go.
seminars coming up, one in Denver.
Yeah, I got to reach out to
one in
Courtney
Fremont.
after the games. So, all right, I know you can go on and on, but give me one example, starting with Trevor, of you mentioned that pod, 51 people that would normally be fighting, that CrossFit did something that you were like, I cannot believe this is happening. You go, Trevor.
So I was at a level 2 facility called 4 Mile, and it's right up there next to Fremont, but it's a lower custody level than Fremont. And this was COVID and right after COVID, so things were very slowly coming, thawing back out. And I had Zach Hayes and Mike Chard. I believe you might know Mike. And
Also works for us, with us.
yes,
Yeah.
yep.
NES? You mean?
Yes.
Yep.
So Mike had his L1. Zach had been working on it, but he kept getting moved every time we would get a seminar, so he hadn't had it yet. But the three of us working in this facility where they're barely coming out of lockdown, we're barely getting access to the weights, and something of an RF2 custom is Saturday hero wads. And so when we get there, we just start doing hero wads. We start with 4 people doing Laredo in the rain or in a blizzard or something. And that generated this momentum. And we had events where we'd have 50 some odd people in a smaller facility coming in to do these hero workouts with us on Saturday, then turn into training them throughout the week. So we have a lot of amazing stories, but that's one of the ones that kind of sticks out to me because we started with so little at that facility, and we would have to work out with no equipment a lot of the time. So we're finding hero workouts where we have all the
Laredo's a good
books.
one. That's the 6th rounder, right?
It is,
Yeah.
and so we're looking for any hero workout where there's no equipment required. So
Yeah.
it's all running, it's all body weight, cardio
Yeah.
stuff, and gymnastic stuff. And there's actually more than you would expect.
Yeah.
So we would pick those and use those when we couldn't get to the weights, and then when we could get inside, we had this very robust informal program, and now they're actually, I think, reaching out, trying to get a formal program started.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
What about you, Nick?
That's it, really. The Unit 2 thing was
Yeah.
it sticks in my mind so well because those guys were they called it the management unit. And so those guys were every chance they get, they were like, F you, pig. And they did not want anything to do with any type of structure. And watching them just get in, arguing with each other at first, and then high-fiving each other, wanting to go again. No, I can beat him. I'm like, bro, you just did 20 minutes. Just calm down. And so that moment really just sticks out in my mind as a pivotal moment in our program because we were asked to fix a problem, find a solution, and we did. It was double unders and wall walks.
That's cool that they came to you
Yeah.
fix this.
That happens a lot more often, but it's more under the table. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like, hey, this
This one was super
This is a
formal.
problem child.
They called us. They're like, we need you in upper
I'd be
admin.
like, okay, well, I need
Yeah,
a
I need-
room.
It don't work like that.
Like
It
some
doesn't-
food.
They're
yeah.
like, well, we allow you guys to even enter a gym.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they can always just
Yep.
pull everything up.
I think in the return, I got a letter from the warden from my clemency.
That's cool. Yeah.
And
different
that worked out
facilities.
pretty
it
well.
worked out pretty well for me. I'm out. So
What about-
I take it.
What about you, Taylor?
Ask the question again. I'm sorry.
What's one moment that you were like, wow, what's happening in front of me is crazy.
Oh man. So you remember the last time we did this podcast 1 year ago, you asked why I didn't take the level 1 at Fremont. It's because I was still a knucklehead a little bit, right? I hadn't fully walked into the, the whole approach. I was still
By the way, I'm
living.
glad you didn't, because I might not have met you there.
It's true, yeah. And so I wasn't able to take my L1. So when I went to Sterling, and I went with Brandon Cruiser and John Willis, and also Eric Jensen, they asked us to build this program in Sterling. And then those 3 guys had their L1s, or even L2s, I think. I don't remember what they had at the time. And I didn't have anything, but I had a good amount of knowledge because I've been studying so long because COVID happened, and, you know, I got pushed back for so long. And I got to train 22 people. And it wasn't just me. All of them are rock stars. But, you know, it's a pretty hard test, the L1. Right, especially with people that don't have apps and Google, it's things like that. Like, you are reading this manual from front to back.
That's true. That's a good point. Like, you can't oh, what's that
Chat
mean? I'll
GPT
look
it.
it up. Yeah,
because that's
you're
why-
like, it's either on this paper or not.
Yep, and it's on the paper or not, and then it's only worded one way. So if there's a different way to word it,
Can't watch a video on the squat.
none of that. So the coolest moment that I realized that this is real was when we took all those people from Sterling, and every single person passed. And they didn't just pass, they knew their shit.
You had
and we knew
100%
that.
pass. Yeah,
At
I
that
talk about
facility.
it all the time. Like, I was like, I'll joke at every level 1. All right, who knows what CrossFit is? These guys, like, all you hear, like, constantly varied. Like, usually it's like, I don't know, community.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
these guys, like, this guy, I was like, I remember sitting with Nicole, I was like, oh, he'll be on staff.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, it was watching the muscle up. Like, even then, like, they're like, I'm like, all right, guys, so you're going to hold the rings together, right? And, like, most people are, like, just standing around. Taylor's, like, pushing the rings, like, getting someone to jump up properly. I was like, oh, he's coaching.
Yeah.
Coaching, yeah, and it's cool because inside we coach more than just movement, and I know that we do that in a CrossFit gym too, but like outside of the gym you deal with people's lives, and that's exactly what we do with work, right?
Yeah.
Actually, it's cool because at Wild Horizons, which is the affiliate that I go to, Ryan Garcia, he's the owner. I just got a text message last night when we were at that the affiliate appreciation dinner. He was just telling me, I read it because my phone was dead on my watch, and he says, man, we just raised enough money to sponsor 5 more athletes for the rest of the year. He said, these are the 2 individuals that I really picked out, but we got 3 more spots, and people donate money every single time, and they're all in a halfway house. And they're all, like, not all of them, but the jobs in a halfway house are limited to, and I only use this as an example, Wendy's, right? So that kind of job, so they're not able to afford an affiliate fee. So the coaching goes a lot farther than just the movements and things like that. When you're able to coach somebody through life because you've maybe walked a similar path, that's where the magic happens. And that's the coolest thing that I've seen. And it's not just the moment at Sterling. It's since that moment, I've seen a continuation and the progress of those same kinds of lives being changed. Every single day, every single piece of advice. You know, you see somebody actually grow into their own potential, and they didn't realize they had that potential because they've been told their whole life that they're less than or second-class citizen or a felon or a convict, or the labels that a lot of people put on these individuals. And then when they realize that their potential is actually there and probably even surpasses what they thought it was, that's freaking cool. That's super cool to watch. Yeah.
Very cool. Redemption Road Fitness.
Yep.
People can find out more.
RF2.org. Yep.
RF2.org.
Want to hear one more thing? Cool.
Yeah.
I just got to give this shout out. You want to know what today is?
August 2nd. It's your anniversary.
It is my anniversary.
Hey,
Married to
Simon
my-
Sachs, come give him a hug right on here.
Come here, babe.
Come on.
Married to my best friend right here.
1 year today?
Yep. And like she's transformed her life. She just started her coaching
Yeah.
career.
Where are you coaching?
She's actually with NAS, so she just hopped
Oh, you
on too.
coaching there?
Yep.
Yeah, I just started last week.
Yeah.
Got her
She-
first dead hang,
Dead
full
hangs.
pull up.
Oh yeah, strict. And then she did a second one after, not even dropping off the bar. That was pretty cool.
I've been working on that.
Now coach him to calm down a little bit. You just once in a while. No, every year. Well, next year we'll get David out here maybe.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
He wanted to come so bad. We had that extra ticket, but his
Dialysis.
dialysis
Yeah.
is one. Like, where is he gonna go?
Yeah.
2, his parole officer's like, bro, you got
got
you've been out a
yesterday.
day, man. Calm down. And which was funny. His parole officer's actually a really cool guy. I told him to come by the
But
house.
he didn't go to a halfway house?
No.
He just got right
Right
to
to
your
my
house?
house. Yeah, he's at a halfway house of mine.
He's
It's probably
halfway in
harder.
his house.
It's
yeah.
harder to be with you.
It was cool though because his parole officer called and was like, "Hey, I got to do a home visit." I was like, "Cool, come on by whenever you want." I just moved into my new place, and then he called me back. I was like, "Never mind. I talked to your old parole officer. You guys are good." And I was like, "That's kind of cool, you know."
Yeah.
Like my old parole officer was like, "Yeah, don't worry about that guy." And so David's good. He's doing really good. I had to drive him halfway across the state to get his driver's license. You can't get an appointment in Colorado Springs It was like 2 months out at the DMV.
So you wanted to get it quick before
we went
you
down to La Junta. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let him drive my car without a license.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I mean, you had to get it.
Yeah, so we
Good thing
drove to La
got-
Junta, got his permit, then drove to Pueblo and got his driver's test done.
He had to retake all that.
He never had one.
Yeah.
He never had one. I mean, he went to prison at such a young age. Like, he just never got a driver's
They
license.
passed.
He
First
passed,
time?
yeah.
That's
We were doing the pre-test on the way down there. He's like, I'm good. And he failed every one. I was like, you need to start studying, bro. We have an hour till we get there.
There's also overconfidence, too.
Yeah. And he's like, it can't be that hard.
When he
And I was
hopped up
like,
on the rings for that strict muscle up, that was overconfidence. I was like, this
Yeah.
dude ain't getting a strict muscle. He's like massive.
Yeah.
You know,
We were in the
he
middle of
almost had it. I remember.
yeah.
He was close.
We were in the middle of a competition, the Dromos. Matt Fraser actually programmed it for us. And it was like all of our facilities competing against each other and to find out who was the fittest in Colorado. And we had this chipper, and it was like 30 chest bars in the middle of it. It was like, I forget what all the workouts, but all day at work, and I was like, you're not going to go unbroken. He was like, bro, I'm going unbroken. And I was like, you're not, man, not after all that. You know, it starts like 100 air squats, 90 burpees. Like, it was ridiculous. And he gets 20 in and looks over at me, right? And I had bet him a bag of roast beef, which is like $5. And he just looks over at me and just starts counting them out loud as he's going, you know?
That's cool.
And I was like, all right, bud, you're fit. You got me on this one.
That was good. That's cool. We'll keep this going. Hey, we'll get together.
Yes, please.
And I'll see you guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Will you be there? Both be there?
I'll probably be there for one of the days.
Cool.
I'll be there
That's
for
in
sure.
like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And now that the kids are not, they're manageable.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
get you going.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome to see
can't
you
wait.
guys as always.
Thanks,
good to
Jason.
see
We
you.
really
Thank you.
appreciate you having us on here, man.
It's
Yeah.
fun for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Best Hour of Their Day podcast. We appreciate you listening and choosing to have us help you in your passion for coaching and affiliate ownership. You can find more episodes just like this on all podcast platforms. If you're interested in learning more, you can reach out to us on any social media platforms, or you can visit www.besthouroftheirday.com to book a call. If you found this episode helpful for you, please share it so that we can help other coaches and affiliate owners to help build a bigger and stronger CrossFit community. Thanks for listening.